Coronation Street unveils Debbie's most shocking secret yet in early ITVX episode. Coronation Street has finally put a major fan theory to rest by revealing that Debbie Webster is actually the birth mother of her so-called younger brother, Carl. The bombshell is confirmed in Thursday's episode on the Cobbles, which closes on a deeply emotional cliffhanger. For weeks, viewers have questioned why Debbie has stood firmly by Carl's side despite his repeated betrayals and suspicious behavior. As it turns out, their bond goes far beyond ordinary sibling loyalty. The dramatic episode sees Debbie facing a life-changing decision on the day of her plea hearing following the devastating Corriedale crash. Although Carl was behind the wheel when the accident happened in last week's crossover episode, he coldly framed Debbie by moving her unconscious body into the driver's seat. While Debbie has noticed unsettling signs that point to Carl's deception, including bruising from a seatbelt that suggests she wasn't driving, she has stubbornly chosen to protect him at all costs. Against the advice of her lawyer and the desperate pleas of her family, Debbie refuses to back down from her decision. Everyone around her urges her to plead not guilty to the serious charges she faces, but Carl remains the only person pushing her to admit responsibility, determined to hide his own guilt. After pleading guilty in court, Debbie is left shaken as she faces the anger and disbelief of those closest to her. Later, alone at home, Debbie quietly rummages through a box of treasured keepsakes and discovers a hidden hospital wristband tucked away inside. The label reveals a startling truth, reading, Carl, 15-12-1986, Mother, Deborah Webster. Believing Elaine Webster to be his mother throughout his life, until her recent off-screen death, Carl has been living a lie for decades. With the truth now uncovered, the question remains, how soon will he learn who his real mother is? Speaking recently about Debbie's fierce devotion to Carl, actress Sue Devaney explained that her character is choosing to overlook his behavior. Debbie does notice things, she said. She isn't so far into her dementia that she's completely unaware, but love can cloud your judgment. Love really is blind. Teasing what lies ahead, Devaney hinted that Debbie's journey is far from straightforward. There are big changes coming, she revealed. She's excited about getting married, but there will also be huge revelations, secrets we never knew about Debbie, and moments where she's forced to look back and reflect. Charlotte Jordan hailed as fierce by Coronation Street stars as she debuts stunning makeover. Charlotte Jordan, widely recognized for her role as Daisy Midgley in Coronation Street, has unveiled a bold new image that has caught the attention of fans and former castmates alike. Taking to Instagram, the actress revealed a sleek, blunt brunette bob, marking a dramatic departure from the long, flowing hairstyle viewers were used to seeing on screen. In a polished video montage shared online, Charlotte confidently showcased her fresh haircut while posing in a fashionable ensemble, with an unexpected but delightful guest joining her for part of the clip. Writing alongside the post, she joked, "New year, same extra moi, because I am never the problem." Her beloved dog Olive also made an appearance, cuddled in Charlotte's arms and instantly winning over viewers as much as the glamorous transformation itself. It didn't take long for the post to ignite social media, with fans rushing to the comments to express their admiration. Compliments poured in, including messages such as, "Your hair is stunning," "Completely obsessed with this look," and "Wow, we need you back on screen." Many followers also admitted just how much they missed seeing Charlotte on Coronation Street, where Daisy became one of the show's standout characters. Former co-stars were equally vocal in their support. Lucy Fallon, who portrays Bethany Platt, joined in with her praise, while Sally Ann Matthews, best known as Jenny Connor, summed it up perfectly with a simple but powerful comment, "Smokin' X." Others described the look as fierce, a word that perfectly mirrors the confidence and attitude Charlotte brought to Daisy during her time in Weatherfield. Throughout her run on the ITV soap, Charlotte was rarely far from the spotlight. Daisy Midgley first appeared as a quick-witted barmaid, but soon developed into a layered, emotionally complex, and sometimes divisive figure. From explosive romantic entanglements to hard-hitting, issue-driven storylines, Charlotte's performances were widely applauded, securing Daisy's place as a modern Coronation Street favorite. Her departure from the show signaled the close of a memorable chapter for both the actress and loyal viewers who followed Daisy's often chaotic journey. While leaving a long-running soap is never an easy decision, Charlotte had previously explained her desire to branch out and pursue new creative challenges beyond Weatherfield, a step many actors eventually take. Fans are now wondering whether her dramatic hairstyle change symbolizes this new phase in her life. Hair makeovers are often seen as a sign of reinvention, and Charlotte's sharp new bob feels like a bold declaration of independence, growth, and confidence. Although she's no longer appearing on the cobbles, Charlotte Jordan clearly remains firmly in the affection of Coronation Street fans. She bowed out of her role as Daisy in May 2025 after more than 5 years on the ITV drama. With encouragement continuing to pour in from former colleagues and an audience keen to see what she tackles next, Charlotte's future appears just as radiant as her latest social media post. Whether the new look hints at exciting upcoming roles or is simply a celebration of self-expression, one thing is undeniable. Charlotte Jordan is firmly in her main character era, and fans are ready to follow wherever she goes next. Coronation Street's Vincent Harper storyline explained, is a return to the cobbles off the cards? It has now been confirmed that one of Coronation Street's most popular recent characters will not be reappearing in Weatherfield in the near future. Vincent Harper, who quickly won over viewers, was only ever intended as a short-term presence on the ITV soap. The surgeon was introduced during an emotional storyline centered on Shona and David Platt, after being brought in from Bristol to carry out a dangerous and highly complex medical procedure. Vincent went on to affect the lives of several residents during his brief time in Weatherfield. He successfully performed a sensitive cesarean section on Shona, delivering her baby girl who was suffering from a growing tumor on her neck. When the operation ended safely, David and Shona chose to honor the doctor by naming their daughter Harper in recognition of his life-saving work. Although Vincent also formed a meaningful connection with Bernie Winter-Allahan, who confided in him about her grief following Billy's death, the warm-hearted doctor will not be returning to the soap. Appearing on ITV's This Morning, television expert Sharon Marshall shut down speculation by confirming that Harper would not be swapping Bristol for the cobbles and would play no role in Coronation Street's forthcoming murder mystery storyline. "He's based in Bristol and he isn't coming back," Marshall explained. "Sorry to disappoint those viewers who really took to him." She later reinforced the message on her Twitter X account, noting that John Hollingworth's character had made a strong impression despite his limited screen time. "As we said earlier on air, I'm sorry to say Dr. Harper is not a returning character in Corrie," Marshall wrote. "I've lost track of how many hopeful people have asked. He really did make quite the splash. X." Some fans admitted they were puzzled by how much background detail had been given to the character. One viewer commented, "I'm so confused. Why did we learn so much about him, even down to his kid's birthday cake?" It felt really odd. Responding to the remark, Marshall acknowledged that Vincent had a surprisingly significant role for a short-term character, but stressed once again that it was intended to be a one-off appearance. "He had a big part for not a big part," she said, adding that it was simply a lovely guest role. Elsewhere in Weatherfield, Coronation Street is preparing to launch a new mystery storyline, which Marshall compared to The White Lotus during her This Morning appearance. She teased, "A body is discovered, but initially we don't know who has died and there are around 5 possible victims." Reassuring viewers, she added, "It won't drag on for a year. It's just a short-run plot lasting a few months, designed to be a compact but intriguing mystery." Coronation Street airs on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 p.m. on ITV1 and streams on ITVX.